What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is my 2020 wish list. This is going to be at least one of these videos that I do this year. So as you've probably seen when I've done these wish list videos before, my desires to try products kind of wane and wax depending on what I see about them. So initially I see products, I scroll through Instagram, I scroll through Sephora, I see medical grade e-tailers post things, I see these things and I get this initial desire to either want to try something or not. You know, I kind of just get this gut instinct. So it immediately goes on this list of products that I want to try. Now, as I learn more about products, as I watch them interact with people on social media, or I learn more about their process, their ingredients, etc., that kind of dictates whether or not I want to try something. And usually one of the biggest factors with whether I actually end up purchasing something or not is whether the products end up being that exciting to me. So I start looking more into their ingredients, I start looking at the products themselves, how people review them, and if it tends to be something that's basic or not very exciting, I'm generally going to scratch it off my wish list. There are two reasons why a product will usually get off my wish list. One, the people behind the brand are shitty people. They're horrible on Instagram, they're horrible on social media, or they just treat their customers like shit. You know what I mean? When you see those brands that are, you watch them and you're kind of like, that's kind of sketchy, I don't know about that. That's one reason why they'll get scratched off my list, because if you treat people like so poorly on public social sites, then how are you treating these people through emails, or how are you talking about them? How are you thinking about your customers? And then two, if it's a product that's just not exciting. And to me, an exciting product means that it does something great for the skin. It doesn't have to be the fluffiest packaging. It doesn't have to have the most special ingredients. But to me, something is exciting if it has really nice ingredients, ingredients that I love, ingredients I like to use, or if it just does great things for the skin. That to me is more exciting than the latest and greatest, the shiniest, the newest, whatever. I'm totally fine with trying a product that's 5 years old if it's exciting to me. That's exciting products are what I reach for, and ones that just don't do much are the ones that tend to sit in my skincare cabinet for a few years and then eventually just go into the waste bin. So that's kind of like a long, drawn-out way of saying, this is my wishlist video. These products are going to be just things that I've found and have kind of looked into that I really want to try this year. So I have a couple, some of them are going to be like brands I want to try, some are going to be specific ingredients, and then there are two experiences that I want to try. So we're going to get right into that. Again, as I've mentioned in my last couple videos, if you haven't noticed on Instagram or seen in my description box, I have started a new Etsy shop. It's kind of an import shop, so they're products that I've picked up on travels that I've been through or have experienced the last couple months. Those are being updated as I travel more and just as I get things posted on the site. We're going to have a Shopify account opening soon, and then probably an Amazon store in the next couple months. So just stay tuned to that. I will continue to post it in the description box down below. And of course, as always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Go figure, I'm actually posting another video and it hasn't been a month. So the first brand that I have on my list is, and I have a little notepad if you're wondering what I'm looking at, is Neogenesis. So I've seen this brand talked about by quite a few people on Instagram, but just recently my favorite, or one of my favorite beauty e-tailers, Skin Beautiful RX, I've talked about them before. Leah has a YouTube channel. She's the owner of Skin Beautiful RX. She has a YouTube channel. She talks about products and different methods of using products that she sells, and she is a medical grade e-tailer. So she has just brought a Neogenesis into her marketplace. So the really cool thing about Neogenesis is they use growth factors in every single one of their products. So their mists, their serums, their boosters, their moisturizers, every one of their products include their patented human-derived growth factor, which is huge, and they do use a high concentration of said growth factor. So I really appreciate that, because usually these brands have growth factors in their growth factor serum. It's their one expensive exceptional product, or they might have it in 2 products, but it's very seldom that you see a brand include, and in fact I've never seen it, a brand include it in every single one of their products. That's pretty exciting. But this growth factor is a little bit different because it does have a short-term result, and then as you continue to use it, the effects in the ingredients compound on itself, giving you a long-term effect as well. So that's really great. It's going to be something that maybe you don't have to use it for 6 months before you see a little bit of a change. You might actually see some change within the first few weeks, and then those changes or improvements will continue to improve. And another really interesting thing about this brand is it's actually ideal for people who are acne prone or have active acne, people who are experiencing side effects from cancer or cancer treatments, and also rosacea prone skins. So these are three kind of quite compromised skins that are being targeted by the Neogenesis brand. So that's pretty interesting. You don't really see that. If you hear any little pitter pattering, Preston is walking around and playing with his toys. So very formal environment that we're filming in. But yeah, Neogenesis just sounds like a really great band. Their products are a little bit more on the expensive side, but I feel that for what they deliver and the rave reviews that I've seen from people all around, they seem to be one that is well worth the price, and the products do go a long way. So all of that is great. The next brand that I want to try, but there's specifically one product that I want to try, is called Defis. So I've seen this brand posted by a few Instagrammers that I follow, but it's also been posted by Harbin House, another medical grade e-tailer. So they have a specific messenger peptide that they use called Defins that come from the gut. So these Defins are used to activate the LRG6+ growth factor that's responsible for regrowing skin. Now originally this ingredient was being looked at for hair growth. This was done in a hair growth, the scientist that was looking at this was looking into a hair growth study for recovering baldness or recovering hair that's been lost, but he couldn't find a way to get the product deep enough into the hair follicle itself. However, through this study, he was seeing that a side effect of this ingredient was actually the regrowth and the improvement of skin, the improvement of elasticity, collagen synthesis, wrinkles, overall skin health. He kind of found this ingredient by accident, and the effects were more of a side effect of his study that he found. So this became his 8-in-1 serum. I believe that this ingredient is used in, I don't know if it's used in every one of his products, I know it's in at least a few of them, but in the 8-in-1 serum, it is, I think, at a concentration of 5%. So this is supposed to be a next generation growth factor type serum. The method of application is different. This 8-in-1 serum you use at the very end of your skincare routine, just prior to SPF. Apparently the way that the ingredients are delivered into the skin, they go into the dermal layer, but they stop the absorption of any ingredients that are put on top of it. So if you were to put this as your first product, then anything else after is not going to absorb into your skin. So you apply this product with a mist, you massage it into your skin, much like the OSMOSIS products, but then after that, there's literally nothing going to be absorbed into the skin. Now, I haven't done enough research as to why this is the case, but that's apparently the case. So you use it last, and then you put your SPF on top. Obviously, we don't want SPF to absorb into the skin, and it really doesn't anyways, but this product is not going to allow the absorption of anything else. There is a full range of products: eye cream, cleanser, moisturizer, 8-in-1 serum, but the 8-in-1 serum is what I've seen the most review and raves about. Now the next product I want to try is specifically one product that I have been wanting to try for a few years now, and I just haven't done it. It's the DCL High Potency Seascape Serum. Now this is a 30% vitamin C serum, and I know in my last video I just mentioned that you don't really want a vitamin C serum above 20%, but this does use a combination of vitamin C ingredients. So it uses ascorbic acid and tetrahexadecyl ascorbate. You guys know I'm a huge fan of tetrahexadecyl ascorbate. The studies behind it are very promising, though they're in their preliminary stages. They're very, very promising, and it's a very promising ingredient that could potentially get deeper into the skin because it is lipid soluble. If tetrahexadecyl ascorbate sounds familiar, it is the ingredient that's used primarily in the Truth Treatment System products. You guys know I love those products. So the DCL product has been talked about, but again, by a lot of people: Carolyn Hirons, Trini Woodall, Nadine Bogart, Nadine Baggert, whatever her name is. Not a huge fan, but she's talked about it, and yeah. I have a hard time with vitamin C serums just because I don't necessarily like many of them, / I don't see great results from many of them. I've talked about this before. Antioxidant serums, I love the idea of them. I just don't see the result or the effect, so I do find myself not using them consistently or often, / not really wanting to purchase them in general, because if I don't see anything, then I have a hard time wanting to spend money on it because I like to see the results. Trust me, I'm all for using a product that is in theory working, aka collagen peptide supplements, but I just don't know if I'm seeing anything when it comes to a antioxidant serum. So vitamin C I'm more apt to use, but if it's just a full antioxidant serum, I'm probably not going to use it. Yeah, long-winded answer, the DCL is about $120 for, I think it's an ounce, so traditional size serum. And yeah, it's been one of those ones that I've needed to try. It's been on my whiteboard of products I need to try, and I just haven't done it yet. The next brand is actually new to Sephora. It's called Warbell, I think it's Warbell Rx, and it's a very interesting brand. They came out with products that are very high in concentration of specific ingredients. So it's kind of like they've done a ordinary plus. So they are more expensive. They do have more than just a singular ingredient focused in the products, but they have a very high concentration of these ingredients. For instance, they have a 15% niacinamide gel. Now I know Paula's Choice just came out with a 20% niacinamide, so that's something I'm potentially interested in, though I'm not a huge Paula Choice fan, or specifically Paula herself. I find her to be a bit of a hypocrite, but I might try that product. However, these just have huge concentrations of ingredients. They have a 4.5% retinoid complex. Now, of course, I know this isn't a 4.5% retinol ingredient, but it is a complex or compound of retinol ingredients. So that seems really interesting. They have the 35% glycolic peel, a 27% acid face wash, and some other products that are interesting, but the one that's most exciting to me is, again, their vitamin C product. This is a 35% combination of tetrahexadecyl ascorbate, magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, and sodium ascorbate. So this is using a combination of three pretty well studied vitamin C derivatives. I really do believe in the potential / the effect of vitamin C derivatives. Now, they're not the straight to the point L-ascorbic acid, but a lot of people can't use L-ascorbic acid, and it's also potentially not the best form of it. Now, will the derivatives get you there as quickly as vitamin C can / might be able to? Maybe not, but are the effects potentially better? Are they less irritating? Can they work differently for different skins? Absolutely. I mean, the vitamin C derivatives, each one has a different composition. Each one is going to go into the skin, work for different skins differently, and kind of target different things differently. I know this is a very vague terminology, but like magnesium ascorbyl phosphate tends to be better for those with acne-prone skins, whereas an L-ascorbic acid might irritate acne-prone skins, can cause acne in some people, can cause dryness, can cause irritation. So though L-ascorbic acid is the most well-researched, it might not be the best for everyone. And in fact, it isn't the best for everyone. And it might not be the best vitamin C out there. It just happens to be the most well-researched. There is another form of vitamin C that I need to look into more. A brand that I do not like and will not talk about uses it. It's not The Ordinary, so no worries there. It's another green beauty brand that uses it. I want to look into it more because it's potentially an ingredient that I'd like to incorporate into my brand. But yeah, the Warbell vitamin C seems very, very interesting to me, and I want to give them a go. I might not go through all of the products I have on my wish list. I might do another wish list video, as well as an anti-haul. If you guys want to see an anti-haul, I love doing those. You guys know I'm very opinionated, and I have a lot of products and brands that I don't like, or want to use, or want to support, or really talk about. But if you want to see an anti-haul video, I am more than happy to put that together, so leave it down in the comments below. Now we're going to go off of the medically grade products for a minute. I want to try more products from I'm From. Now that's a Korean brand that I specifically have raved about their I'm From honey mask for years. I think it was in my original Best of Beauty video, and it's continued to be a product that I absolutely must have in my skincare routine always. It's a great, great product. I love it. It uses something like 87% honey, as well as propolis and royal jelly. It uses the whole compound of the honey product, and there's just a great mask. You put it on your face, it lasts forever. Recently they've come out with, sorry I have my phone, I need to look at this. Recently they've come out with a honey serum and a honey cream. Now obviously I need to try those. If the mask has worked so well for me, I do love honey or honey-based skincare products, but there's not many that I truly reach for and can continue to repurchase. However, if the serum and the cream are anything like the mask that they were created after, then it's going to be a star product, and I obviously need to have it. But they also have a few other products that they've come out with that I need to try as well. Now, all of their masks I fully want to try. I think they have a vitamin tree mask, they have a magnolia or something brightening mask. I really want to try their mugwort mask because WISHTREND did send me the mugwort sheet mask, and it is incredible. If my face is red, irritated, angry, compromised, I put that on and it was great, soothed my skin, helped with acne, helped with breakouts. I really, really like that one. So if you get the chance to purchase it, I would get the I'm From mugwort sheet mask. It's great, so I can only assume that the mask the wash-off mask itself is as good, but I also want to try their I'm from ginseng serum. Now I've seen kind of mixed reviews on it, but of course a mixed review means I need to try it. If I see nothing but rave reviews and everybody's talking about a product, I usually stay away from it because go against the grain, that's me. But yeah, I really, really want to give them a try. I'm from has been just great. A couple more here. I'm just quickly going to mention KBEAUTY. I want to use more KBEAUTY products. I love the ones I've used so far. The one that is, there's two specifically on my radar, the Firming Replenishing Lotion. I actually thought I purchased that the last time I made an order from Skin Beautiful RX, but I bought the brightening one instead, which actually was great. I love the brightening moisturizer, brightening lotion, but I do want to try the Firming Replenishing Lotion because firming's great. And then I also want to try their Ultimate Youth Serum because obviously anti-aging, I'm for it, I want to try it, and I really, really love KBEAUTY. It was my brand of the year for 2019, so I need to give them a try. And then the other brand, there are two more brands that I want to try. I really want to try Allies of Skin. Their branding, their packaging, their ingredients are very interesting to me. They also have a 35% vitamin C serum that seems very, very interesting. I don't totally know the composition of the vitamin C, though I do think it's a combination of, it might be a combination of tetrahexadecyl ascorbate and L-ascorbic acid, but I'm not totally sure, so don't quote me. They have all kinds of serums though. They have a mandelic acid serum, they have a hydrating antioxidant hyaluronic acid serum. I really, really want to try their overnight mask type products. They have like a retinol peptide overnight mask and then like a brightening day mask. All of those seem really interesting to me, and the people that have used it seem to really, really like them and find them to be very effective. Again, a brand that's a little bit more expensive, but really interesting. And that's one brand where I'd say like the packaging is very beautiful, it's very striking. It would be something that if I see it in my skincare cabinet, that bright blue, bright red, bright green, I'm gonna reach for it. And if it's effective and pretty packaging, then I'm probably gonna not only reach for it, but I'm gonna finish it. So I wanna give them a try. And then the last brand that I wanna try is Medik8. Now, this is one that it's an entire brand wish list because I've seen nothing but great things about every single one of their products. Now, if I had to specifically pinpoint some products that I want to try, one would be their liquid peptide serum. They use something called drone-targeted peptides that are supposed to be a different type of delivery system. So there are many different delivery systems, whether it be liposomal, exosomes, whatever. OSMOSIS uses phosphatidylcholine. This one, Medik8 uses drone-targeted peptides to deliver ingredients into deeper layers of the skin. So that to me is very interesting, but then they just have a bunch of very fascinating products. Their retinol products, they have the crystal retinol line, and then they have like a amped up retinol serum that's like a serum, moisturizer, peptides, retinol, vitamin C, antioxidant. They have this one line that's like a black one and a white one. I'm sure if you guys are familiar with Medik8, you can put that down below. But they have their crystal retinol line, they have the whatever premier line, and then they have a bunch of different vitamin C's. And I think that they have a, what is their acronym? I think it's CSA. So they believe in using vitamin C, sunscreen, and then vitamin A. That's why they have a lot of those three specific ingredients. They have a lot of products in that method. So I think that's interesting. Obviously, vitamin C, vitamin A are the most effective ingredients in skincare, the most proven ingredients in skincare, and then sunscreen, you just can't deny the effectivity and the need for sunscreen in your routine. Now, the last two things that I have on my list, I know this is long, but I like to talk, so I'm here for it. The last two things I have on my list are experiences. The first one is I want to have a DMK facial. Now, DMK is a paramedical brand. And those are the ones, I'm going to try to post a picture here or a video. Those are the ones that have created the the Game of Thrones facial. So they use a specific enzyme or mix of enzymes that they go onto your face. They have this whole methodology. The application is specific per treatment. And they have a lot of different treatments, muscle banding, acne, dry skin, whatever. They have a lot of different treatments. And the product dries and gives you this plasmatic effect. So it's supposed to really oxygenate the skin. It's supposed to pull vessels towards the surface of the skin, leaving blood vessel marks all across your face, neck, chest, wherever. That itself is very interesting. As the product dries, it fully like tightens on your face to the point where you can't move, and then they remove it in a specific way as well. So the process is very interesting, and the ingredients themselves are very, very interesting. Yeah, they're just, the whole experience seems fun. I think that there's nowhere near me, it's either up in Seattle or in LA that they do these facials, so I'll probably try to get one when or if I'm in LA anytime soon. I would like to try to do that. And then the other experience that I would like to do will be in LA. There's nowhere near me that does it. So I think there's a new Neiman Marcus in LA that does it has a biologic recherche counter, and then they also do the skin analysis and maybe the facials there, but I'm not totally sure. But I've never seen a biologic recherche counter. I passed one when I was in Paris, an actual store, but I had a lot going on, did not get to go into the store. But the Neiman Marcus, I believe, in LA has a counter, and they do the skin analysis. So if you've ever seen the biologic recherche skin analysis, they use these different pens, different sensors and meters to test your skin's dryness, your skin's elasticity, the condition, etc. They have a full breakdown of things that they test, and then they prescribe you products as per your skin analysis. So if your skin's dry, they recommend this. If it's acne prone, this. If it's weak, whatever, they recommend this. So I think that would be very interesting, just because when you look at the Biologic Recherche brand, have like 3 different serums per concern, and then there's like a lightweight one, a medium weight one, and the super strong one. Like their hydration line, I know colostrum is supposed to be like super strong, but then amniotique is maybe weaker. I mean, they just have a bunch of different subset of products within a specific product type, anti-aging, collagen synthesizing, whatever. And then also, they don't use traditional ingredients. So Biologic Recherche does not believe in the use of vitamin A or retinols. They don't really use vitamin C, but they do use different biological compounds, hence the biologique, like colostrum, amniotique. They use algae, they use different extracts. So they believe in a lot of different ingredient combinations to do anti-aging things or help with fine lines or to help with hydration, whatever. So they use a lot of non-traditional ingredients, which is both interesting but also a little bit off-putting because we know very little about them. There's no research or information behind them, and then the products tend to be very expensive, so it's hard to commit to buying something that's that expensive with very little kind of information behind it. Now we know that people that love the Biologic Recherche line seem to be all in and they absolutely love them, or you really know nothing about them. There's not that many people who talk about the full range of Biologic Recherche products on YouTube or Instagram. Just a couple of people here and there, and the ones that love it, like I said, are fully committed. They're biologic junkies. They're all in. As you know, I've used the lotion P50 before. I've used the phenol version and the regular version. I haven't used any of the other ones. It's not my favorite product. It's good, but I just find that in my routine where I do use vitamin C's and retinols and other acids, it doesn't really incorporate well because it's a strong product and I don't like to discontinue using my other products. So I just haven't really found it to work cohesively into my skincare routine. Now, if I probably backed off of everything else and just used that, I'm sure it would be fine, but I have not really wanted to do that in the past. So maybe I'll give it a try again. But I would like to go to the counter and just see, like, maybe film it, see what they recommend for me, see what the ideal Biologic Recherche routine is like. I know when I've done an online consultation with them, the routine was like a $1,500 routine worth of products that they recommended, which seemed a bit excessive, but of course they're recommending a full line to me. But yeah, I just think it'd be really interesting to go do that, film it, maybe make a full video out of it. And yeah, so that's all for this video, guys. Those are my current wishlist products. I'll probably wait a couple months and then do an update, whether I purchased anything, did any of these, and then if I have any new wishlist products. I think it's kind of fun to do. And then, like I said, if you want to see an anti-haul, let me know in the comments down below. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what's on your wish list and check out the description bar down below. I have everything linked, socials, information, websites, links, etc. Check it out, comb through it. You might see something that you haven't seen before, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.